This is a new MG ZS and it is loaded with features like digital dash, entertainment unit and 360 cameras. However, it doesn't have an electric tailgate, which is kind of odd because it is a new car and it has a lot of great features. We just have these tiny little struts. So we're gonna remove that. We're gonna install our electric tailgate system, and that is gonna give us new heavy duty struts, a button at the very back of the car, a button at the front of the car, and it will work with the factory keys. So we're gonna jump into the install and show you what is involved with making a car like this have an electric tailgate. And if you wanna jump on the website and grab one of these kits, it is available on www.shoptfb.com. Let's get into it. So first up, we're gonna wanna remove this interior panel. Then we need to prop the tailgate up so we can remove the struts and install the new ones. Here we go, guys, brand new struts, all ready to go. Now running through here, this grommet, I did have an issue getting one of the cables through. So the smaller cable went through no problem. The bigger cable just wasn't gonna fit. So I've just cut it off. We've run it up to the top here with a snake. And now what I'll do is I've got the plugs right here. I'll just tap them back on. So keep that in mind, you might have to do that. Red and black to red and black, nice and easy. Solder them on, tape it, and that part is done. Then we'll move on to the next step. And here's what it looks like with the plug back on. So you could never tell that we had to chop it off, but we did have to. Moving on to the wiring. For some of you, this is gonna look like a lot, and for some of you it won't. It's not too bad. We've got a fuse tap here for power, which we'll get at the front of the vehicle. A couple more plugs here, I'll show you what we need, and a few more here. So these plugs are all gonna be connected some way to the car, mostly at the back, up here, and then we're gonna be running wiring through the car all the way down to the front. Now, one of the wires we need to run are for the new soft close motor. So firstly, what you wanna do is remove the original mechanism that's here and replace it with the brand new soft close system, which is gonna mount right about here. Now, the power for this is a very big plug, and the corresponding side is right here. So it's gonna plug into the module, and this would have to run all the way down through the grommet and then down to the motor. This will never fit. So we need to do the motor first, plug it in, and then run the smaller cables up to the module. So there it is plugged in, and it will look something like this. That's gonna go up through there, all the way to where we have mounted our module in behind there. Nice and neat. Now the original mechanism are held in by T40s, and this is held in by an Allen key bit size 5. Once that's in, we route this over, double slide that down to where we want it, nice and neat, and then we can run our cabling. All right, so a little update. We've got the module mounted, wiring running with the factory wiring all the way down through here, down through the original grommet, and then right down to here. So from here, we're gonna run all of this wiring to the front of the car where we've got the front button switch, we've got the power tap right there, and there is a central locking wire, but I don't think we need it. I will let you know. Otherwise, we'll get that run to the front, and that is the back section basically done. Modules are in, struts are in, all the grommets are put back together. We've mounted that little motor down there, which runs to this. So we need to get this run to the front, and we need to ground it. On this loom, there is a ground terminal, so find where that lands, tap it onto a bolt, and then we can test it. So coming over to the front driver's side kick panel, we've done a beautiful little button right there, screwed up, ready to go. That'll connect to the corresponding plug right here, so we'll make sure that that lands right about there. Coming over to this plug here, there is an illumination wire on it, so we've just tapped on the red from our harness for illumination. And then over here is a fuse going into the fuse box right behind the steering wheel. Now, the kit does come with fuse taps. However, depending on your car, you might have a different size fuse tap. So you can go down to the store and get, the correct size fuse tap, or if you're lucky, that'll be the right size. In this case, it was not the right size, so we've just put on a tap and it can go straight in there. And I think when we sell these kits, we'll put little taps in them all. So if you have the same situation as us, you can just copy exactly what we've done. So what's left is for me to clean up all of this wiring, solder up those connections, make everything look nice and neat. Then I can put the front back together. Then we can install a button on the rear. So we might do something here. If I can, I'll let you guys know. From the back side, it seems all right. We just need to make sure it doesn't hit anything on the tailgate in the metal. And that will be most of the job ready for us to test. And just so you guys can get a look, here is all of the wiring taped up, cleaned up, and ready to go. This is the plug for our button that we're putting here. I have left this green wire out just for now. I will let you know, like I said before, if we need it, but we were gonna test without it first. So we had a little bit of an issue here when the tailgate was going down. It was kind of going pretty slow. So when this latch would meet the soft close part, it wasn't latching strong enough to pull it closed, and it was kind of going down and then lifting up and then going down again. So we did the speed increase. Not a lot, but just enough so that this has enough pressure when it drops down to get the latch and pull itself closed. Now, to speed up this system is a very sort of in-depth process. So anyone who buys the kit, I will have instructions on how to do this. But if you don't speed it up, you won't be able to get it to work, I don't think. So we'll press this button now. It's going down, and as you can see, it's not stupidly fast or doing anything crazy. It'll come down, it catches, and then the soft close brings it right in nice and neat. It's exactly what we want. Same thing when we open, press and open. Opens all the way up. It's not going stupid fast, it's just going faster than it was before. That'll go all the way up to the height that you set, and there you go. Same thing with the key, press and hold the boot button, and here we go, straight down. We'll watch it go down. Hits its lock, gets the soft close, beep, and it's done. And now we can press and hold again. And we're going straight open, just like that. So this open and close method obviously works from the key, the back button, and the front button that we looked at before. And that is pretty much everything done. So I'll mount this button into the panel, show you how that looks, button up the car, and that'll be it. As for the ground, we did have it in the instructions. It says to find a body 10 mil in there. I just put it over to this battery just for testing, but I think everything's working fine, so we can put it back onto the body ground. I just wasn't sure with these Chinese cars how good the grounding was through the body, so I just went to the battery for testing, but I think either way it'll be fine. And there it is, guys. The job is completely done. Have a look at these lines. Everything lines up exactly how you want it to. Single press of this button right here, and the tailgate will open automatically. There we go. All the way up, everything is put back together. I did get this button in the original location, so very nice and neat right there. Our locking mechanism here, so this is the soft close bit that we added, just fits into the factory location on the panel there, so it just looks all OEM, and that's pretty much the back completed. I'll show you the soft close as well. So the tailgate comes down, and it pulls right in there. So we have nice waterproof sealing all the way around. Over to the front, we have a little button right there. Now we sort of took inspiration from BMW because that's where they put their buttons, and everywhere else on the dash seems kind of hard to access. So when you're sitting in the vehicle, so let's just say for example, we're sitting down in the vehicle and we need to open the tailgate, we can just lean down here, press the button, and you can watch the tailgate open. Just like that. Same thing to close it, just press the button, hold, hear the beep, let go, and the tailgate will come right back down. And there it is, that's how easy you can add a tailgate to an MG ZS. If you want something like this done, reach out to us at the website. If you want to buy this kit and DIY it, they do come with complete instructions. First link in the description, or same thing, go to the website. Everything you need is there, contact form, buy this product, everything is there. We are also doing a tailgate on a 2024 Ford Everest I'm doing it tomorrow, but I don't know when the video will drop. If it's something you're interested in, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.